Okay, so I don't know if I told you a few weeks ago when we had Sammy's birthday party. So we had a joint birthday party with another one of her best friends. I'm really close with her mom. So we decided to do a joint Sweet 16 birthday party. Tons of kids here, boys and girls, a few moms are hanging out. But a few of the kids ran down to a park that's not too far away. But when they came back, they were trying to hurry. So they cut through the neighbor's yard. And the neighbor decided to call the cops on the kids for
What?
cutting through their yard. Yeah. So I hear the kids say, "Oh, the neighbor lady said she called the cops." So I'm like, oh dear. So I walk over there and I go and I talk to him and I'm like, I'm sorry. I apologize that they were in your yard. So regardless, the cops were called. So not one sheriff, not two, but three. We had three sheriffs respond to the call separately. And I'm like, I welcome them inside. I'm like, listen, why don't you come on in? You're welcome to, take a look. Like, it's just like a pretty pink birthday party. Hey, listen, why don't you just talk to the kids so that they know that they don't want them in their yard, and then maybe it won't ever happen again. And then meanwhile, one of the kids was like, dude, will you pretend to handcuff me? Like, I want to. So anyway, they were just like hanging out, shooting the shit, just having like a kind of a break for their regular job. They left with a few drinks. They had a bunch of desserts while they were here, and then left with a few pizzas because they basically were the coolest cops I've ever met.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not a party until the cops get called, apparently.
That's right. That's how you measure.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's probably one of the best calls they went on. They're like, "We went on the call and left with
Oh, for
food and
sure.
drinks."
For sure. I know one of them was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll take some pizza. I haven't eaten yet." We're like, "Well, don't just take a slice here. Take a whole pizza."
Nice. All safe.
Oh, yeah, good times. It was
How funny.
funny. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
I think we did it again. It's recording.
You hit record. Okay.
It's
Okay,
already
that's
recording.
fine. That's all good.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go.
A little bit of this. What you got? A little bit of that. Man, that's hot. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mixing it up with the box of biscuits.
Welcome back, anyone
Welcome
who's
back.
been before and returned again, and um,
Back for more crazy.
back for more. We have a couple different topics today, just a
Okay.
few new ones, switching out, mixing
Okay.
it up,
Let's hear. With a
mixing
box
it
of
up.
biscuits.
um, First I'll tell you. So I'm sure you've noticed the jewelry I've been
Oh,
wearing around my neck. It
what
is
does
a
that say?
it is
Oktoberfest.
Yes, Tulsa
Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Oktoberfest champion. It is a medal for those who
Oh,
can't see.
okay.
Uh, it's a medal, first place medal from last year's Oktoberfest. But that leads into my the new topic. It is called Dirty Dog.
Dirty dog.
Those dirty dogs. So last year we went to Oktoberfest with my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, some of their friends, and they have like different competitions that you
Okay.
can do. And it was like, I think I can't remember what you call it, but you carry like the stein carry. So you have to carry 5 big steins full of water in each hand, and then you have to run down to the barrel, set it down, set all of them
5.
down in the barrel.
It's a lot. Okay.
There's 5 in it. It was tough. Set them down. Then your partner has to pick them up and run back and then set them down on the barrel where you started.
Okay.
So Dave and I did that last year in Champions.
Atta
We
girl.
were winners. So
Yes. Girl.
So we went again this year, again with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. And Dave wore his medal. And so we were walking. I was like, give me your medal. So I put it on and I'm walking through. I'm all, excuse me, last year's winner. Excuse me. Let me through. Excuse me. So we sign up and come to find out it's not the Stein races. We'd missed it. So we had
Oh,
signed up. Yeah. So we'd signed up for a different thing and it was the barrel race. So
okay.
for the barrel race, there's 2 people. Each person can only put one hand on the barrel at a time.
Okay.
That makes sense? And then you push it down around another barrel and then all the way back.
Okay. So you're
So
rolling it one-handed, each of you.
one-handed. You can do whatever technique you want to use.
Okay.
And so as my sister-in-law Ashley and I were watching, we're like, okay, don't do that. That's horrible. That's a bad technique. Okay. We had it all figured out. And so we were going up against my husband Dave and his brother Jason.
Okay.
Well, and of course every other team that was there, right? So we're pumped. Me and Ashley, we're taking this serious. So we go and I feel like we're booking it. We do a good job. We don't like fall down because it just had rained right before. We didn't fall down. We went around the barrel. We were like not hitting the fence on the side. And we get down and we're like, yes, that was so fast. We're probably going to win. And then they give us our time. So the time to beat was 24 seconds. And they said 29 seconds after 2 penalties. And we're like, are you kidding me? What penalties? Because the penalties are if you touch it with 2 hands
Okay.
or if you hit the fence. And we're like, I didn't touch
Got it.
I didn't touch it with 2 hands. And Ashley's like, I didn't touch it with 2 hands. And Ashley's like, I was ready to throw down. We did not do it. So they're like, nope, sorry. And then we're like, what? And then Jason kind of leans over. Jason's Ashley's husband. He leans over. He's like, yeah, you actually did touch it with 2 hands. So yeah, wait. So then they went. Yeah. So then they went and they beat us. Anyways, so. But then they were flying and they got beat out by like 100th of a second by someone. So we were both a little upset. And next year we already have it planned. We're wearing cleats.
Yes. All out. Oh,
We're making sure.
Funny.
So
What a fun thing, though. It's just like a little. Yikes. Just like the little city. Like, where is it at? Just locally?
yeah, but Oktoberfest is like a huge thing.
Well,
and
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But where is yours? Like, how
yeah,
is
it's
it
just downtown.
locally? Okay.
Yeah, just downtown.
That's
And
so
then-
fun. Our local area doesn't do anything. Maybe in broader there is, but I don't know of what.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention to it until someone had invited us to go. And it's like it's actually the biggest Oktoberfest in the U.S., I think. Here in
Yours?
good old Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yours?
Yeah.
That's wild.
So
Oklahoma? You'd never think.
I
mean,
know people come from near and far.
That was loud. That's crazy.
Just for our Oktoberfest.
Huh.
Mhm.
All right.
But those
That's
little
crazy.
judges, those little dirty dogs, I don't know if I agree with their timing.
Yeah, I know. And you're competitive. I'm
Well,
competitive too. That's
yeah.
hard. That would be a hard loss.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Oh,
So,
funny. Fun.
well,
That's fun.
on to the next. What you watching?
Okay.
What you watching? What are you watching, Amanda?
Well, we turned on a documentary. I had no idea what it was going to be about. It's called The Perfect Neighbor. I'm 99% sure that's what it's called. The Perfect Neighbor.
Okay, on what platform?
Netflix,
Okay.
I think. you know me. Do I ever really know for sure? I'm just, I think this one time. Um, okay, so we turned it on last week on my husband's day off. We were watching it and it it kind of brought back flashbacks from our 16th birthday party having the cops called.
Oh, shoot.
uh so it's about this neighbor lady who calls the cops repeatedly over and over and over on just the whole street. The whole street is full of families that have kids that are out playing football and just being kids, riding their bikes, playing around, just being children. And like the moms are out there watching them most of the time. And anyway, there's like a field that they can play football on. And she finds reasons to call the cops on them for everything. And I don't want to give any more away than that. But let me just say that I ugly cried. Like I
Oh.
didn't just like, oh, a sad tear. No, I ugly cried. Like like to the point where I was like, what is wrong with me? I couldn't believe that I was like becoming that emotional, but I don't know. Something just hit me hard that day when we watched it because it isn't a happy story. Like it
Mhm.
was certainly not the perfect neighbor. I mean, it's a, yeah, like should be titled worst neighbor of all time. So anyway, it was wild. Man, there are just so many true crime documentaries
No.
that blow your minds.
I know. You're like,
Anyway,
whoa.
so that's
Yeah, so if you watch, then get your tissues.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah. I mean, I
Oh.
dare say I'm pretty sure the Hubs had a tear or two
Oh.
drip from his. I mean, I don't know. I'm not for sure, but it's possible. It was fine up until it wasn't fine, and then it
Yeah.
was wild. Yeah.
Well, now I
So,
have to watch it. I
yeah,
haven't
you
seen
do.
it. I haven't even heard of it. So now I have to
I
watch
haven't
it.
either. Yeah. How about you? What you watching?
I watched a documentary too.
Okay.
It was kind of sad, but it was kind of happy. It's the Ed Sheeran documentary on Disney Plus. It's
Okay.
called The Sum of It All. The
Okay.
Sum of It All. And I think it was released in 2023, so it's not like really recent.
Not brand new.
But
Okay.
but I really like Ed Sheeran. And it just talked about that I think it was 2022, maybe it was like the year that was really hard for him. His wife was pregnant and she had a tumor in her arm and found out it was cancerous.
Ugh.
And then his best friend died, and then he was being sued over one of his songs. And so he
Shoot.
had just like all of this stuff all at once, and he was touring and, you know, and then he makes a new album and everything. And he just seems like just a nice guy. And you just feel so bad for him. And just seeing him and his wife and their relationship, it's so cute. It just made me like want to go listen to all his music again.
Yeah.
So that's my love the listen. It ties into that is Ed Sheeran. He has a newer album out, and I was listening to some of the songs, and I just look at all the songs and I'm like, his wife, I mean, she better appreciate
I'm
all
sure. I'm sure
these
she
songs
does.
that he has, like Perfect, Thinking Out Loud. And then there's one that's called First Times. There's one that's called the newer ones are Camera and Other Words. And just reading some of the lyrics to those, I'm like, he loves her so much.
Aw, I'm gonna have to listen to
I love it.
I
Oh,
don't know like his newer stuff because
well, yeah,
I
I
just
think it just came out this year
okay.
in September.
I'll have to put it on.
Yeah. Well, and one of his, he was like, what are the lyrics? I wrote some of them down. I think camera, and it says, "You should see the way the stars illuminate your stunning silhouette. You're glowing in the dark. I had to count to 10 and take a breath. You think that you don't have beauty in abundance, but you do, and that's the truth." And I'm like,
No.
okay, I see why you
Yeah.
married him. So that's
Oh,
what I was listening to as well. So put on some Ed Sheeran and go dance with your partner.
dance with your partner.
Just dance. I love it.
Um, do you know what we always put on is and I love it because our kids are very familiar with like Nirvana, Pearl Jam,
Same.
uh Goo 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 Dolls. Yes. I don't know, all of the like the 90s
Yeah.
grunge that
Yeah.
we grew up with. All the 90s grunge. Um in fact, we just watched I think called Pearl Jam Unplugged, but it's shortly before Kurt Cobain kills himself. And it's apparently, and I didn't really know this when I had watched this in the past, but apparently it was kind of like speculated after the fact that this was his funeral, so to speak. Like as
Mm.
they were setting up, he's like, no, we need more flowers. We need more candles, more flowers, more candles, more. So there's like tons of candles around, and it's like all of like these softer, chill songs. And he plays a lot of other artists' music as well.
Mm.
Um, that's just chill, soft for the most part.
Right.
Um,
Unplugged.
but it's so good. Like it's just, I don't know. It's
I'm
fun.
sure my husband has seen it because he's a huge Pearl Jam fan. It's like his favorite band of all time.
Yeah.
And if it was a while ago, I'd probably have seen it because I usually watch them all with him too.
Yeah.
I like me a good unplugged sesh though,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you like the band.
Yeah, for sure.
Really recommend. So here's another new topic. Relationships ahoy.
Relation.
That's a ship horn. Yeah. So I have been listening to this guy. His name is Tony Overbay. He's a licensed marriage and family therapist. He has a podcast. He also does some stuff on like narcissism. But
Okay.
one of the things that he has talked about, I'm assuming, I think he came up with it, but it's called the 4 pillars of connected communication. And you can not only just use it in your relationship with like your spouse or whatever, but also like with your kids, especially as they become teenagers and adults.
Yeah.
Yikes. But I will show you and talk about each one of these pillars. And when I hear him, I'm like, yeah, right. There's no way I could ever do there's no way I could ever do this. But if I'm trying, and it does actually make a difference. But hopefully the other person can do the same. So you're supposed to do these 4 things during the conversation as a listener first.
Okay.
If someone is coming to you with something, and then vice versa.
Okay.
Then you can talk and express and everything, and that other person should follow these 4 pillars as well. So the 4 pillars are: assume good intentions. That's 1. 2, don't send the message like you're wrong or I don't believe you,
Uh,
even if you think the other person is wrong or you don't believe them. That would be my a hard one for me because my face shows it all. Um, number 3, ask questions before making comments. And 4, stay present, lean in, do all you can to stay out of victim mode. Okay. So 1, assume good intentions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with that, he says that, sometimes that can be hard to do. But he says, I promise you, your partner's not waking up in the morning and thinking, I'm going to go in there and say this thing, and then that will throw him for a loop. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
go do this on purpose. I have bad intentions. Like, most often, your partner's not hopefully going to have,
Out to get you.
yeah, like bad intentions.
Yeah.
Um, so the second pillar is don't send the wrong message. Don't send the message like you're wrong or I don't believe you. It says sending the message you're wrong will stop the conversation, which is the opposite of what you want. If you start sending out the notion that you think your partner is wrong, they are going to feel it. Their defenses will go up and they will most likely withdraw, thereby ending any progress you're hoping to make in staying connected as a couple.
Okay.
So that one I feel is difficult because sometimes it's not that you're trying to be like, you're right and I'm wrong, but if they're saying something that might not feel true, right? Then it's
Yeah.
hard to just
It's just,
like
like,
not put out that.
what about the time? Like, I'm always right, though. So,
Like, how do you
just
deal with that?
kidding. Just kidding.
Uh, okay, and so the third one, ask questions before making comments. What? Just kidding.
Okay.
Ask
Okay.
questions first. Says when you take a moment to step back and try hard to not send the message that your partner is wrong, you will naturally become more curious. What does this lead to? Questions. In communication, this is a vital step. Ask questions before making comments. When we do this, we will help the conversation continue. And obviously, it helps the person know, like, hey, I'm listening, I'm clarifying, I'm trying to understand you, I'm like, what you're saying means something to me. I'm not just already thinking about how I'm going to rebuttal it or, like I
Right.
care. So,
Yeah. Makes sense.
and then the last one is stay present. And he says, what does it mean to stay present? Like, obviously, don't leave the room when they're talking. You think, of course, I'm going to like stay right there. But it means not going into your quote bunker or into victim mode. Don't say, fine, my opinion doesn't matter. Why? Because your partner may back down, but only because they feel forced to do so. And that is not the outcome we want. After we have asked questions, really listen to their answers. Staying present means hearing your partner and allowing them to truly express themselves.
Okay.
And so if you think about it too, like when you're the person coming to your spouse about something or your partner or whoever it is, your kid, whatever,
Yeah.
you want them to listen and to care
And to
and
soak it in and
right,
not just in one ear and out the other. Like
right.
you're
Or it's not like ping pong where you're just knocking things back and forth, which oftentimes will happen because
for sure.
you're worried about yourself being understood and the other person's worried about them being understood. And then that's all you're focusing on instead of focusing on understanding each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
understanding, I think people tend to forget that understanding somebody and listening to someone and validating them doesn't mean that you have to agree with everything that they're saying.
Right.
You can
Yeah.
understand, but then you can clarify or you can still have a conversation where you can express how you feel without having it become like really tense
Combative.
or yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll just like be so happy and it's that easy.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
Problem
I'm
solver.
gonna have to find that guy and follow, and I will.
Yeah.
I will look into him. I love finding new people that are, I don't know, teaching me new things and telling me how to be better.
Yeah.
Always.
I
Yeah.
mean, I need all the help I can get. So,
Duh. Me too.
you know,
Yeah.
you just listen and you learn and you
I'm a
figure
work
out
in
what works.
progress.
Dang it. Dang it.
Oh.
Okay. Well, our next one, next swipe up to the next is what the health.
What the hell? Ugh.
Health used to be so easy when we were little and we just didn't care.
We
Right?
didn't have as much to have to care about,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Dumb, fat, and happy is what my dad said.
Yeah, first of all, let me preface this by saying I hate making phone calls. I hate, as much as I love to talk
Yeah.
and like be social, I hate making a phone call. So that is part of what stops me from getting appointments made and getting where I need to be. But right now, I have two things that are lingering that I need to just get them freaking scheduled.
Yeah.
I haven't had a mammo in kind of a few years. So I need to get that done. I do have a little bit of breast cancer within my family, and
Mm.
that's something that like I should be a little bit more on top of. So that is one of those things. And then dermatology. Ugh. I need to make a dermatology appointment too, because I also have a little bit of skin cancer within my family. And I have a couple little things that I'm like, oh, did that used to look like that? Maybe I should get that looked at. Ah, I just feel like don't you feel like it's just, I don't know, things just get put on the back burner,
Yeah.
especially, I don't know about you, but me as a mom, I just put things on the back burner for myself because
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Well, and it's like sometimes too, as you get older too, it's like, if I go, what if they say something's wrong? And so
Yeah,
then you feel like I just won't go. And then they can't tell me that anything's wrong.
exactly.
And then
Live
I'll
in
just be fine.
darkness.
It will not exist if I don't hear it. But I do have to say, it is important. It seems trivial and it seems like, yeah, what if I go and I'm fine and then it's just a waste of money or,
I
or
know.
time or etc. Well, here's a little story for you. I it was actually right when COVID had started and I was like, okay, I need to go in and have all my moles checked, right? And plus I was one of those people that grew up in the time of like tanning beds and I would
And
go.
baby oil.
Yes. And I would go so much. There were times I would go 2 times in a day to
Oh.
the tanning beds because
Oh, in a day. I was going to say in a week. Oh, day.
no,
Okay.
I would go so
No,
much.
Steffi, Steph.
I know, because you get used to how dark you are and then you don't feel dark anymore. But
I
anyway,
know. It's a
um,
sickness. It's a sickness.
I know. So anyway, I scheduled my appointment. Then they canceled all essential whatever
Yeah.
stuff, right? So then
Yep.
that got canceled. And then I finally got it rescheduled, and then my dermatologist had to cancel on me because she had to reschedule for something. So finally I got in, and it was like a year later. Well, I had this mole. It was probably like the size of the tip of my pinky, so it wasn't big, and it was flat, and it was dark, but I just
Okay.
noticed it wasn't really symmetrical.
Okay.
And so, she took a look. She's like, "Yeah, let's biopsy that one." Um, so she just took a little piece off, and she called me within I think the next day or so, and she was like, it's melanoma
Ah,
and you need to come in sooner than later." And she kept telling me so many times, you could have died because once it mastitizes, how do you say it? Mastitizes?
metastasize.
Metastasize?
Yeah.
I don't know my words.
Metastasizes.
Metastasizes, then it's like,
Yeah.
eesh. But
Metastasizes.
luckily it hadn't, and they got everything, and now I have a nice big scar on my back.
Yeah. That sucks. But have
Yeah,
you been clear ever since?
yeah, so after that, I had to keep going in, I think every 3 months for a year,
Okay.
and then it
Okay.
was, every 6 months, and then now I'm, at a year. And so
Yeah.
now also they're like, "Since you've had melanoma, then you also need to get your eyes checked every year because you can get ocular melanoma, which is
Oh,
in your eyes."
didn't know that.
So, I didn't either. So, the
Well, that's
joys,
fun.
the joys. And I just, wanna sit
Nice.
here and not worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Stress isn't
So
good
when
for
are you
you.
due to go back? Do you need to get your appointment scheduled? You're probably
Oh,
already
no.
scheduled.
Mine's automatic now. I schedule it every time I go in.
Dang you.
That's the hardest part is getting it scheduled. So,
It
Amanda, you're
is.
going to do that. You're going to get both things scheduled and you will be
Yes,
good to go.
before I see you next, I will have them scheduled.
There
See,
you go.
that's why I needed to like bring it up and say it, because now I'll feel like a
Put it out
real
there.
dummy if I don't next time.
Well, and anyone listening, if there's stuff like that you should go do it. Go schedule it. Get
I
it taken
know.
care of.
I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I do it on my birth month. Like I make sure to have everything, all my appointments in the month of March or, and
That's a
that's
good
a good
way.
idea, just so that it's always yearly because
Yeah.
the mammos and dermatology, they should be done yearly. I'm pretty sure, right? I
Yeah.
think that the PAPs might be every 3 years at this point now,
Yeah, they've
unless you've
gone
had irregularities, but
right.
yeah.
But speaking of mammogram, when I went and got my first one, I had dense breast tissue and then they had to do an ultrasound and blah,
Mm,
blah, blah. So it was kind of like a lot, which makes it
yeah.
like less appealing to have to go in and do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But there's also something that I've heard about, which is fairly new. It's called, that's like an infrared mammogram. I think they just call it thermography.
Oh,
And
okay.
I will show you. There's some pictures here that show some
Oh,
infrared
yeah.
pictures of what it looks like and the differences between like a normal healthy breast and then one that may have
Interesting.
so they can see it because of the heat, like if there's
That's
cancer
cool.
there's more heat in that area, and it uses infrared scanning device and it measures the skin's surface temperature.
Oh, that's
um
actually really cool. Why don't we do all of them that
I
way?
know. Well, one thing that is good is that if you have implants or if you have dense breast tissue, that it's better for those people in that way. However, um, it's still kind of fairly new in this, and so I've heard mixed things about it, saying that you still should get a mammogram because mammogram
Mm-hmm.
right now is the best way of detecting, and the thermography can't get the lymph nodes. It's not testing for lymph node stuff, and I think the mammogram does.
Oh,
And
okay.
then they say that mammogram can catch it earlier than the thermography, but then I'd read something that said no, it can catch it earlier. So,
Okay.
and I don't think the
Well, it's
infrared,
still new, still
yeah,
research, still okay.
yeah, and
I
I
like
don't
it
think,
though. That's
yeah,
cool.
I don't think insurances will cover it, but
Mm,
some mammograms I think insurance covers.
okay.
But it's something to look into,
Yeah.
especially if you have like those things like implants or thick. Like, and they say they can do it on younger people too. So if you have like a history of breast cancer, that might be like a place to start because there's no smashing of the boob. There's no like
Yeah.
radiation from it. It's just, you just stand there and it's like a camera, infrared
Interesting.
camera.
Hmm,
So
cool. Science
the
is
more,
cool.
the more you know.
Love it.
All right. What do we have next? We have some Ute Scoop stuff. I have one.
Do ya?
I
Let's
now
hear
have
it.
one. It is, have you heard of the salmon sperm facial?
No.
No. So they take the DNA from salmon sperm and then they
Okay.
either put it on your face topically, or they use microneedling to get it like just under the surface. So it got big because Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer
Sorry,
Aniston,
my mind just went to how do they extract the salmon sperm? That is just so like, what an interesting concept. And whose job is that? Whose job is it to ejaculate the
scientist. I don't know.
Just
I
kidding. I
don't
know
know.
there's probably like a way that they figure it, like suction it out or what. I don't know. It's weird.
It's
Sorry,
weird.
my brain's weird and it does
Yeah,
that.
and I'm like, who came up with that? Why
Yeah,
salmon? I
I
don't know
know.
why salmon. I don't know.
You were saying Jennifer
Yeah,
Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. and like the Kardashians. So of course that's how it's been getting popular. So this was on Facebook.
I got salmon sperm facial with salmon sperm injected into my face.
So it's a salmon DNA extract. It's used for strengthening skin barrier, skin elasticity, and brightens up the skin. It's good for pores and fine lines. There's minimal downtime, and it's good for brightening, hydration. It gives you that glass skin effect.
Okay. So that gives you a little idea of it.
Wouldn't it be funny if someone just like is pulling a massive prank on the world, on everyone, on the beauty industry, and it's like, let's tell them that sperm from fish is gonna make them radiant and glowy. And I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard of like the snail mucus or something. Like,
I have
there's all
that.
sorts of wild stuff. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's just, we could be just believing anything at this point.
Well, what do I
Right?
know? What
Yeah.
do I know? Some stuff makes sense and some stuff doesn't. Like this
Some
to me,
stuff
I'm like,
does make sense.
I don't know.
Some does. Like your beef tallow, or was that what
Yeah.
it was called?
Yeah, beef tallow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Some stuff makes sense, and some I'm just like, I don't know that animal gunk is supposed to be put on or into me. I'm a person and you're an animal. I just don't feel like your stuff should be
yeah.
on me.
Like, how's that going to help? Supposedly, it is supposed to even out your skin tone, and
Okay.
it's supposed to help collagen growth, and it's supposed to help with fine lines, and whatever will
Which
help
we
you
all
look.
have. We're at that age.
No, of course not. I'm only 90. You can't tell. But they say that if you have obviously an allergy to fish, you should not do it.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Or if you have like eczema or skin conditions, it's probably not good. And
Yeah,
then
I would
I can't
imagine.
remember the price is $500 per session, takes about 20 to 30 minutes.
Is that all? Just 5 a set. Okay, cool.
$500 for that little.
I actually would think that salmon sperm would cost more than that. Like, how much salmon sperm are they able to retrieve within
I
it?
don't know.
I feel like the supply and demand, there's probably not that high of a demand yet.
Not yet. After this podcast, though. Oh, man. Hurry up. Get it while it's still cheap.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Um,
Funny.
Okay. The next, we got that bites.
That bites, man.
Bites. I have something.
Okay.
This is
What is it?
AM salt. Okay.
Okay. What is
AM
it?
salt. It's flake salt, paprika, onion, garlic, red pepper, and herbs. And you can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link. But we use this on everything. I love it.
Is it better than
Good.
It's like a seasoned salt, like a seasoned.
Yeah. Except for I used to put it like on our eggs. I put it on anything I cook that you would put salt on usually. I guess the
Okay.
only time I wouldn't use it is like if you only want the salt flavor. Like we make our own popcorn with the whirly pop.
Yeah.
And you could put it on that. It would still be really good. But, I guess some things if you just want straight up salt. But
Yeah.
it's really good. And actually, I think this is my brother-in-law's friend's company.
Oh, really?
Brother-in-law Justin. Shout out Justin. I'm pretty sure he's a chef and
Cool.
he came up with the salt and it's really good. And I buy it on repeat. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, I don't really have anything cool for that bites, but I will say I do know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Because isn't that always the hardest
Hate
to
it.
figure out? But
Hate it.
on baseball nights, like anytime we have practice or in the summertime when we have evening games, I will go and get just, a package of cluster rolls. I kind of like the Hawaiian rolls, but I don't buy the Hawaiian rolls because we don't like the sweet rolls like they're kind of too sweet for
Yeah,
a sandwich
agreed.
for us.
Like, yeah.
So like just the grocery store's bakery rolls. They make a roll that's very similar to that. So I just will slice the whole thing and make 12 sandwiches all at once, cut them up, baggy them up because we're eating at different times. In fact, in the summertime, when we have a lot of nights like this, we get sick of these sandwiches.
Not
When we haven't
again.
had them in a while, it's like, oh, that was yummy. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to whip up all the sandwiches, package them up.
Yeah.
So
See,
yeah,
we've done that before, but I never really thought of doing that for dinner. So I
yeah.
I should. I
Well,
should.
it's more of a lunchy type
Yeah,
thing, but
it's food.
when we just need grab and go,
Right.
so
Already
yeah,
made. Grab and
yep.
eat. I like it.
So
I like it.
that's what's for dinner tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna use that for sure. Um, Next we got a little tea, a little celebrity.
Do
Man,
we?
that's hot.
Man, that's hot. That tea is hot.
Hot. I don't. What kind of tea is going on right now?
So, Kevin Federline, are you a Britney Spears fan?
I
Or were you? Or
I do like some Britney. Yeah,
I
I
do too.
do. I do like some
Too.
Britney. I'm really just concerned
I
about
know.
the things she posts.
I'm
I don't know.
torn on this one. I'm torn on this tea here we have because he just came out with a book, and the book is
Really?
called You Thought You Knew. And then it
Mm.
talks about like his relationship with Britney. And supposedly, I haven't read it, but supposedly there's quite a bit of like not so great stuff that he says that she had done or
Oh,
yeah. And so,
I
and
always feel bad when
I
those kind of
know,
books
I
come
know.
out.
Because then he's out there going, like, because he had an interview with Entertainment Tonight, and you hope that he actually feels the way that he's portraying. But then you kind of think, like, but you're writing a book and making money off it and saying all this stuff that's probably, I mean, like, why wouldn't you just try to help her if
Yeah,
that's your concern? That's kind of like my thoughts on it. But
right. How genuine, like if he's coming across that he cares and is worried about her, but then writing a book that's not
yeah,
so caring and
right.
trashing her, then it doesn't feel totally genuine.
Yeah. So here's a little clip of him talking about it. And like I said, he sounds sincere, but I don't know.
Okay.
As a father, terrified that one day I might wake up and my sons are going to have to deal with the unimaginable. I kind of have to sound the alarm that I truly feel that somehow, some way, I just wish that their mom would get help. What's going on now, and I'm not going to get into details because I'm not going to just expose her personal life, but it's 10 times worse than anything that I've said in my book. I've stayed with my mouth shut for the sake of my family. I've tried to help my sons build a relationship with their mother, and I pray to God every day that she gets the help that she needs or wakes up and realizes that you have two sons right there in front of you that are screaming for a life with you, the same that they have with the rest of their family. At the end of the day, I just want Brittany to be around for her children for a long time.
Okay. So then you listen to that, you're like, "Ugh, yeah, oh, he just cares and he wants her to be okay. Cause, I follow her on Instagram and I see her little posts and
Her dancing.
yeah, which I mean, yeah, it's dancing, whatever, but there's more like some of it's just a little like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Some of the
Well,
things
her
she posts.
dancing doesn't feel as though she's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's not just dancing. It's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like
Well, and some of
seducing
it,
the camera or
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. So,
But
okay, I'm really interested to know what is in the book then, because that that felt like he's worried about her. I'm obviously he's worried about her, but yeah, now I'm curious, like,
yeah.
what is going on in the book?
Well, she responded and
Oh,
she said, "The constant gaslighting from my ex-husband is extremely hurtful and exhausting. I have always pleaded and screamed to have a life with my boys. Relationships with teenage boys is complex. I have felt demoralized by the situation and have always asked and almost begged for them to be part of my life. Sadly, they have always witnessed a lack of respect shown by their own father for me."
oh,
So, and that's just part of it, and it goes on. But I mean, nobody knows except for them what's really going
yeah.
on. But out of all of it, it's like those kids, they're older now. And I think that's one reason they said he waited to put the book out because I think they're both like adults now, like 18 and 20 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but even still, just think like, ugh, I just feel bad for them. This life, your mom's this like global pop star,
Yeah,
and there's drama and there's like custody battles, and like they never got to see their mom for a while. And I don't know. I just feel for them. And now all this stuff that goes out, that's their life. That's not
yeah.
just like entertainment.
I know.
That's
I
like,
mean, I can't imagine. I would hate
I
to
know.
be in the spotlight. I
Yeah.
can't imagine growing up in the spotlight. Or, I mean, Brittany grew up in the spotlight. That's what sucks, is that her whole life has been in the spotlight. These kids that have been like kid stars up until adulthood, and then when inevitably their shit hits the fan, and because nobody's life goes smoothly. It's just that they've been in the spotlight their whole life.
Yeah.
So,
Well, then they go through different things that we've never go through, you know?
oh,
Uh,
for sure.
and
Yeah, it's
it's just
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
And one last thing about it, the Washington Post, I was reading an article that was about it on the Washington Post. It was written by Ashley Fetters Malloy. I think that's how you say her name. But anyways, she said a part in here that kind of sums up. I feel the same way. The book you thought you knew eventually becomes the cri de coeur, which means like an outcry from your heart or something. It's French.
Okay.
Cri of a misunderstood family man as Federline turns his attention directly to the reader. From where I sit, the clock is ticking and we're getting close to the 11th hour, he writes. Something bad is going to happen if things don't change, and my biggest fear is that our sons will be left holding the pieces. They love their mom. They've seen the red flags, but they don't know how to help without being attacked, misunderstood, or blamed. And then he says, the Free Britney movement got it wrong, he adds. All those people who put so much effort into that should now put the same energy into the Save Britney movement, because this is
Mm,
no longer about freedom, it's about survival.
huh.
And I'm just like, okay, how much of it's true? Of course, like you want people to be happy, and as Taylor Swift says, they should get what they want. They should have what they want. But
Yeah,
for me, I'm just like, I just want her to just be fine and
I
have a
know.
relationship with her kids now that they're adults and like work through stuff. And you just hope the
Yeah,
best for people. But they just run her through the mill. And in that column, the author goes on to talk about that, how, they just, in the 2000s, how it was just like, you run them dry and you throw them out, especially for these female artists, that it was like, okay,
yeah,
we got what we
yep,
want.
yep. You're hot while you're hot, and then
Yeah, and
on
you're
to the next.
we don't care now. You're not making us money, so
Yeah.
on next. So I just feel like, meh,
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to read that book. Maybe I'll be able to share it with you and let you know how it
I know.
is.
Yeah. So that's my tea for today.
Okay. Well,
What do we got
hey, I
next?
have a silly little trivia for you.
Trivia.
Would you like
Trivia, huh?
trivia, huh?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you know of an animal that produces milk that is not like white? It doesn't come out white. Like it's not
Mm,
white. And
not
it's
like
not a
yellow.
chocolate cow. It's not chocolate milk.
It's not like yellow or, that's just kind of like
No,
a
it's
creamy
pink.
color.
It's pink. It comes
Pink.
out pink.
Cute.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's a squeak.
I have no clue,
Okay.
but I know that kind of like pandas and like koalas and stuff are kind of weird. Um,
Yeah.
a panda?
It's not them.
It's not a cow.
It's not a cow. It's a hippo. A hippo
What?
produces pink milk. Now listen, maybe I need to fact check that, but yes, I've heard it before too. Like I've somewhere along the lines. Now, okay, I do think it's cute because it's pink. But when something comes from a body, a being, an animal, a something that's pink, in my mind, I think, oh, is it tinged with blood?
That's
So
true.
that's where my
Good
mind
point.
went when I saw that, when I heard that hippos have pink milk. I mean, at first I was like, oh my gosh, built-in bunny milk. That is adorable. Too bad it's not coming from a bunny because that would be perfect. Because we used to live on that Nesquik bunny milk,
Mm-hmm.
the pink milk.
Strawberry. Does it taste like strawberry?
Isn't that wild? Like,
Yeah.
but it does make me worry and wonder, is there like some
Why?
kind of like a smidgen of blood that's getting mixed into the milk there?
Well,
I'm sure not, because that would be very unhealthy for some. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm not going to be drinking hippo milk anytime soon. So,
Certainly not.
I-
Crazy,
yeah,
huh?
that is cool. That's
Isn't
a
that
cool little
wild? You'll have to tell
fact.
your kids.
I
They'll
will.
love it, I'm
I'm going
sure.
to ask them today because they
Okay.
ask me like little animal questions like that too.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I love animal trivia knowledge.
yeah.
My
Well,
kids always know some random stuff.
I know. And
I
at
don't
our
know
age,
how.
I'm like, I probably already know the answer. I've heard it all. Haven't heard that one. Didn't
Yeah,
know hippos have pink milk.
I know.
Learned something new.
Okay, now moving
Okay.
on up, I have a question for you.
Question of the
Hey,
day.
question of the day. If you have something that you've got to get done, would you rather stay up late that night and get it done that night? Or would you rather go to bed and get up early and get on it early in the morning?
Obvious answer for this
Neither.
lady. Stay up late.
Yep.
Stay
Me
up
too.
late.
So part of it for me is that I won't be able to go to sleep. Like if I know that there's something that needs to get done,
True.
my brain will just keep thinking about it. And my brain, like if there have been times that I've gone to bed and planned on getting up early to get some stuff done, but the entire night long, it's like I'm dreaming about
Yeah.
the project. I'm dreaming about what I'm doing. I'm dreaming about, did I get this done or that done or whatever? Like packing for a trip. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
I could stay up until 3 in the morning packing for a trip. And I would rather stay up until 3 in the morning versus getting up at 3 in the morning to, you know, or like a project for the kids, like a project we're working on. Like
Yeah.
it part of it too is that I don't want to delay it like we've already put it off for so long.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave it to the very last second, like in the morning.
True.
I want to get it done tonight just in case we don't have enough time in the morning.
Yeah.
So
I also, it doesn't even have to be that early. Getting up at 6 in the morning for me is just, I'm not a morning person. And
I'm not either.
I sometimes get a second wind at night and I'm like,
Oh,
let's go.
I do. Yeah.
And I have heard this little theory that people that are like morning people or people that are like night owls, they say that could have something to do with when you were born, like what time of day you were born.
I've heard that.
But you know what? I don't know when I was born, so I don't know how to.
I don't either.
I'd have to look it up.
I don't either.
What if you're born at like noon? Then
You're a day person?
you're either or.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
My
Funny.
son, when he was younger, my oldest son, when he was younger, it was so cute. But I'd wake him up from his nap or in the morning, and he'd just be like, dead asleep. I'd be like, hey, come on. And he'd wake up and he'd be like, I'm awake. Yay, I'm awake. I'm awake. I was like, whoa, I wish I could be like that.
That's so cute.
My other son, no. This morning, I woke him up. How can I protest this? That's the first thing he said. I'm going to protest this.
That's funny.
I said, don't protest it with me. You got to protest it with the school.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is a little bit difficult in my house because my husband is a morning person. I'm not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have our moments of, one wants to stay up late, the other doesn't. And it's not always me that wants to stay up. But I'm never the one that wants to wake up. Never the one that wants to get up first. Ever.
Nope.
He's always been a morning person.
So let us know in the comments. Morning.
Yeah.
Morning. Wait, what do they call it? Early bird? Early bird or night owl?
Yeah.
Call
Early
it
bird,
early
night
bird?
owl. That's it.
Which one do you fall into?
Good stuff.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
Let us know.
Well, thanks again for listening and being here. Yet another episode.
Good stuff. Good times.
See ya.
All right. See you later, Steph.
See ya.